Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Gosh, this weekend flew by really fast. Like super fast. Okay, so today we were channeling our inner Elle Woods. If you cannot tell, my sunglasses, my pink shirt. That's not enough love for you. So we're channeling our inner Elle Woods. Hello, Erica. Hey, Mama. So give me a second. I'm going to see if I can invite some people and then we'll get started. And I'll tell you the reason why we are channeling our Elle Woods today. So let's see if I can do this. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. All right. So we are channeling our Elle Woods because of this bad boy right here. I am so excited for this, y'all. If you're my VIP group, you know what I'm talking about. I haven't really talked about it. I don't think I've actually really talked about it at all on my regular page. But this bad boy is called the Bend and Snap. And tell me that whenever you hear that you don't think of Elle Woods. I mean, come on. Think of Legally Blonde. I mean, the Bend and Snap. So, as soon as I heard the name of it, I was obsessed with it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should do a look like that. I mean, right? So anyway, this is something that everybody that went to our Lime Life Palooza, which is our convention that we have every year, when they went, they got this in their swag bag. And this was the one, like really the main item that I was so jealous of that I did not get because I obviously was not there. And when I found out that they were releasing it for us beauty guides and the rest of the public to have, I was obsessed. So anyway, this is the Bend and Snap. So I'm going to show you why it's so awesome. So this holds your makeup brushes. So what you do is you unroll it, okay? And so you unroll it, has all your brushes in there, but if you listen, you'll hear it snap. So you remember like those snap bracelets that were really popular in what, like, was that the 90s or the early 2000s? I'm not really quite sure, but I know it was popular when I was younger, so. But it's like a snap bracelet, so you snap it into place. So now it's gonna stay together, right? And then what you do is you flip this top part down, and then this little string will pull out, and so I'm going to have to set it down to do this, but it'll pull out and you close it. So you push this little tightener thingy together like that, so that way it sits up like flat on whatever surface that you have. So obviously I don't have a surface in front of me to actually show you, but it'll sit up flat. So then you can see all of your brushes right there. You don't have to hunt and peck for it. And it keeps them all nice and neat and in one area. So I am seriously obsessed with this. This is awesome, especially for those, that do like to travel. But even if you don't travel that much, it's still perfect for being at home because everything's in one spot. You don't have to hunt and peck. Like I'm always, you see me searching. Hey, Ashley, for all of my brushes. And so I love that it's all in one spot. And then when I'm done with it, all I have to do is pull this string out, right? And it sets up the top. And so then you just put the flap over your brushes, which is also awesome because it keeps them all from like getting like contaminated with every other product that you're using on all the other brushes. I am like a stickler for that. Like I hate to have like my, I don't know, like my regular, just like overall like brush with how am I explaining this? Like my powder brush. I couldn't even think of the name of it. So I hate to have like my powder brush next to like my bronzer because it's like, I don't want to get bronzer all over my powder brush. You know what I'm saying? So they're all nice and neat. And then you put the flap over. And then all you do when you're ready is you just snap it back and just roll it on up. So easy, so fun. So even if you're not like a big traveler, even having this at home, you roll it out, you use what you need, and you roll it back up, and you're done with it. And then it doesn't have to worry about taking up too much space. It's just perfect. So anyway, like I said, I'm obsessed with it. That is our Bend and Snap. It is available for purchase. If you're interested, please let me know. I just got it in the mail yesterday, actually, and I haven't really had time to play with it much, but I'm excited that I have it. So anyway, like I said, when I heard the name Bend and Snap, I immediately thought of Elle Woods, and so I was like, okay, have to do an Elle Woods look. So that's what we're going to do today. If you are watching, please say hello. Let me know you're here. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay in the comments so that I know that you watched with me. And please share with all of your friends and family. It helps me out so much. And when you share, let me know in the comments. That way I can thank you for sharing. Like I said, it really means a lot to me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I've already done my eyebrows and I've primed my face with our, where is it at? Our First Base makeup primer. So that is ready to go. So we're going to start on our eyes. So you know everything with Elle Woods is pink, right? And can we just say that I went to go in my closet to look for something pink to wear. And for me being a person that loves pink, I don't have a lot of pink clothes. Like, I was like, oh, this is going to be so easy. I'm just going to go find a shirt. No, like, a lot of my pink clothes are, like, the pale pink, like, pale, almost nudie looking pink. I'm like, that's not going to work for this look. And so I magically found this, and I was like, oh my gosh, why have I never worn this? It's super cute. It's got, like, the little, like, that's my arm, obviously, that. So it's got, like, the little peek-through sleeve. I love it. I'm like, why have I not worn this before? So anyway, throw on some pink. So she loves pink, right? So we are going to do some pink look. Hello, Lisa. How are you? All right. So we are going to start. Let's see what we got going on here. I think I'm going to use probably multiple pinks to see what we've got going on. So, let me get all my eyeshadows out. Okay, so we're going to go in with, we are going to go in with Pink Happy Thoughts, which is this lighter shade right here. And we are just going to start, actually, wait, I forgot to prime my eyelids. Ugh, okay. Never mind. We are going to take a little bit of Concealer Zero, like I always do. And we are going to prime our eyelids first. Okay, so before I move on, I am going to take a little bit of our pressed powder, and I'm just going to put our pressed powder over top. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love that already. I have like my Bend and Snap sitting right here. I'm like, I actually totally love that I can just see everything and I can put it right back in the spot. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to go in with that Pink Happy Thoughts. So how is everyone doing today on this Sunday? I am not looking forward to work tomorrow, but I am looking forward to tomorrow. If that makes sense. So this is a really pale pink. As you can see, I'm not getting like a ton of color from it. It's just a nice pale pink just to kind of start us off on. And now we are going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade. We are going to do, let's see, got to cheat. Blush Hour. I always got to cheat until I learn these names. I'll get there eventually. So we're going to take this pink right here. And we are going to put that in the crease as well. And we're just going to blend. So when I decided that I wanted to do this look, okay, earlier I was like, you know, I kind of want to watch it. Now that I've talked like myself into it enough, I kind of want to watch it. Hey, Christina. And so I get on, so we don't have like regular cable anymore. We only have like the streaming services. So we've got Netflix, we've got Hulu, we have Prime, Amazon Prime, and then I feel like we have something else. But anyway, we don't have obviously like regular cable anymore. So I'm like, surely I'll be able to find Legally Blonde to watch, because I've been like, you know, like I said, like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, I'd love to watch that again. And you know, it's like, it's always on TV. How are you, Christina? You missed my presentation of our Bend and Snap new brush roll. This bad boy. Yeah, so I'm thinking like, it's always on TV. Like, surely I can find it somewhere. Would you believe that every place I look, so Amazon Prime didn't, I mean, they had it, but you had to buy it. Hulu, I have like Hulu and Hulu Live, so I have more to choose from than just regular Hulu. They didn't have it, and Netflix did not have it. And I was like, it's freaking Legally Blonde. It's been out for how many years? And you mean to tell me that I cannot watch it for free? I have to buy it? No. No, not when I know that the movie's hanging around somewhere in this house. I just wanted to be easy about it and like just throw it on. And no, I couldn't even do that. I was like, this is so stupid. And then I was like, I saw the second one on the Amazon Prime. And I was like, well, maybe that one's for free. No, you still have to buy. And it's like, it's only $2.99 to rent it. But I'm like, I'm not going to rent this thing whenever I have it. I have it somewhere. And it's always on TV. So it's like, ugh. Isn't that crazy? Is that not insane? Anyway. Needless to say that now I really want to watch it and I can't. Okay, so now we're going to go in with Flash Dance, which is this lighter pink. We're not going to take a lot, just a little bit, because this is really pigmented as well. And we are going to go on the corner and then just kind of mainly focus it on the crease, like right in the middle of the crease. Story of your life. Are you talking about not finding something? This is what I hate about, I mean, not to be rude, but this is what I hate about, like, there's always a delay. And so I have such a squirrel mind. Okay, that's one thing you're learning about me during these live videos. I have a squirrel mind. So by the time someone comments, like, a response, I'm always like, what? What are you talking about? Is that not horrible? I feel so bad. And I'm always like, oh, you're probably just talking about, you know, what I was just talking about. You don't, because you don't have cable either, right? You just have, don't you have Hulu? Do you have Netflix too? Because I know my mom, you know, she has Hulu. And I think she heard about the Hulu thing from you. I feel like this is a perfect look that I'm doing for the summer as well. I've been doing a lot of pink looks actually for the summer. I don't know why. I've just been like in a pink mood recently. So, of course, it's even more perfect. I feel like that's something else. Did you all hear, too? Just Hulu? Gotcha. We only, I'll be honest, like, really the main reason why we even have Netflix is because of all the Netflix originals, like original TV shows that they do, because you can obviously only watch it on Netflix. And we've gotten obsessed with like all of the like comic book shows that they do. So it's really the only reason why we keep it. Because I feel like I watch I feel like I watch most of my stuff on Hulu as well. Yeah. So did you know that they're making another Legally Blonde? The movie must be at your house because it's not here. Honestly, I didn't even look to see if we have it. I figured we probably did, but I can't remember what movies I brought over here when I moved in. So, but I'm sure we've got it somewhere. But yeah, did you know they're making another one? I heard that like a couple weeks ago. I almost didn't believe it. So, I almost didn't believe it, but I'm excited. I wonder how that's going to work. I don't know. Like, I obviously don't know the storyline of it, but like, eventually they're going to have to give her kids or something to keep it going. I would think. Oh, this is such a pretty pink color. Yeah, Christina, Reese Witherspoon posted a picture a couple weeks ago on Facebook, and it was her laying in a pool. Or I don't know if it's a picture or a video. Her laying in a pool, like the rafter or like the float thing that she does like in the first one. And it was like her like floating by. And I was like, wait, what does that mean? And everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's this night or another movie. I was like, I almost don't even believe it. I heard they're remaking a lot of old movies, but I didn't hear about another one. Well, it's not like a remake, obviously. But it's like a continuation of that one. But yeah, they are remaking a lot of movies, though. But yeah, I didn't think it was real. I thought it was just like, when she posted that, I was like, oh, it must just be like an anniversary or something. Like, that's why. And then I heard like all these people talking about it, and they were like, yeah, she's remaking it or making another one. I feel like they can just continue making those and I would still watch them because it's Elle Woods, right? Even though I still think like the first one's the best. I liked it better than the second, but that's usually how life goes. All right. So now that we've got our pink and our set of what we're going to go in with, I think we're going to go in with Sweet Dreams because I love this shade. So this shade right here, it is a pink. It looks almost like a white on camera, but it is a really, really pretty pale pink that has a lot of shimmer in it, and it is gorgeous. Seriously, so gorgeous. I have been using it as my highlighter shade as well, and I'm a little obsessed. So we're going to take our Time Setter setting spray, and I'm just going to give that a little spritz, and then I'm going to dip it in there, and we are going to, let's see, go right here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my finger, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit more product and just kind of pat it on there. and then we will blend. Okay, let me get a Make Off-White to get this off my finger. All right. So let's blend this out. So I'm going to go back in. I like to do this to really blend it. I'm going to go back in with this pink right here, Flash Dance. I'm going to pick up a very, very tiny, tiny amount, like little amount. And I'm just going to kind of pat it on up just to kind of blend in with a little bit of that lighter shade that we just did. I don't want to take away too much of it, but I do want to blend it in a little bit. You know, I find that like the looks that I like don't really know what I'm doing, I love the most. Like, I wasn't really sure what eye look I would do today. Obviously, I knew it was going to be something pink, but I'm loving this. It's so pretty. What do you think, ladies? I mean, I don't know how much it goes with my shirt. I feel like that might be a little too much pink, but then again, we are channeling Elle Woods, so. All right, so I think that's all I'm going to do with my eyeshadow. Actually, I am going to, let's see. I am going to take a little bit of that Sweet Dreams, and I'm going to put it right underneath my brow bone, just to kind of make that pop a little bit. I need to get my eyebrows done, so don't judge the lovely hair you probably see. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of our liquid eyeliner. Would you believe that this is still the same liquid eyeliner that I got in my kit when I signed up in October? As you can see, like, everything is, like, faded. I still have it, and it's still going strong. Granted, I don't use it every day, but it's still going strong. So, that's all that matters, right? All right, let's see if I can do this in the mirror. Sorry, y'all. I can't talk while I'm putting my eyeliner on, obviously. Okay, so simple and easy. I didn't do a really thick line, just enough to, when I put my mascara on, make my mascara pop a little bit more. But like I said, I've had that since October, and it still works just fine. And I love how easy it applies, too. So, I'm just going to clean up my edges a little bit. Now I am going to curl my eyelashes a little bit, and then I'm going to throw some mascara on, and we're going to do the rest of our face. If you are joining, say hello. Let me know you're here. Don't be a silent stalker. No one likes those. Anyway, I think I just dropped this. Okay. If you are watching on the replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments or leave me a heart. Just let me know you watched with me. Okay, let's do this. All right, just a little bit. Now we are going to take our Perfect Mascara. Y'all know how much I love this stuff. I don't even got to tell you. You just know. But if you are new to my page or to me, this is our Perfect Mascara. It is a one-step fiber mascara. It goes on super smooth. There's no crazy clumping. There's no fallout on your face. It's not going to irritate your eyes like some fiber mascaras do. It's really the perfect mascara, like they say. And another thing that I don't really talk about much is it's really lightweight. So you know how like some mascaras, you put it on and you just continue to build to get your length and it just feels heavy on your eyes. This isn't going to feel heavy on your eyes. It's going to feel very lightweight and it is buildable. So it's amazing. Yeah, like I said. Hey, Caitlin. So this is one coat. I am getting low on my mascara, so this is actually plenty, I think, for me for one coat. If you ever get something like this, if you ever get any on your eyelid at any point in time, do not touch it until it dries. A little tip. Seriously, do not touch it until it dries. Let it dry, come back to it, and you can just scrape it off, and you won't have to worry about it like totally smearing all over all the lovely makeup that you just did. So, little tip for you. So, and I do that a lot. Like, people say I'm like violent with my mascara, or like, I don't even know, like I put it on really quickly. So, and a lot of times if I am in a hurry, I do kind of get it on my eyelid. I don't really worry about it because I know that I can come back and I can just kind of pick it off and it doesn't bother me any. So. Aggressive. That's the word. I know, I was like, violently doesn't really sound like the word that Jordy used, but that's all I could think of at the time. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to do another coat. I'm just going to do it on the tips of this side, just to lengthen a little bit more. So as you can see, that little bit right there, picked right off. We're totally fine. Oh, excuse me. All right. So now that we have done our eyes, let's go in with some concealer and foundation. Ooh. All right, so let's take, so I like to, this is my 4-well palette. I've talked about this before. With our concealers, you can buy them individually. You can buy them in a 4-well or a 6-well palette. So I have created my own 4-well palette. These are the 4 colors that I use the most. And so I love to have them right where I need them, and can use them, you know, all in one area. So this is concealer. So this is concealer 0, which is our lightest shade. I use this as my highlighter shade. This is concealer 1. This is, as you can see, it has like a little bit of a greenish yellow tint to it. So this is going to conceal any redness that I have on my skin. And then this is concealer, I think, yeah, this is concealer 2 and 3. So 2 is what is actually matches my skin tone. So this is great if I have any more needing to cover up anything on my skin, like any acne or anything like that. I can just like put a little dab on it and I cover it and it matches my skin tone. Whereas a number 3 is what is going to be the color that conceals my dark circles. So as you can see, every bit has a purpose, and that is why I love them all and use them all together. So I'm going to take a little bit of concealer 1, and I am just going to kind of put that right here underneath my eye. Since I have a little bit of redness, I tend to have red right there, as well as dark circles. So I am using our buffer brush. This is like what I consider our baby brush, whereas this is our like mama brush. So we just came out with this brush. I haven't, it's kind of like funny looking, but this is our diffuser brush and our buffer brush. So the diffuser is great for all over foundation. If you like to use a brush for your foundation, that is the brush to go with. This is great for concealing, or like if you want to contour, like a cream contour, this is a perfect brush for that as well. So I love to use this to put on my concealer first. So I just kind of put this anywhere that I might be a little red. And it really just like tones down the redness on my skin. So it's already kind of covering any problems that I have before I even put on any foundation. Now, this is not a necessity for everyone. You know, some people, you know, the foundation covers enough and you don't even have to worry about using these different concealers. But me, for my skin tone, for the acne that I have, I prefer to do a lot of concealing and correcting before I even do my foundation, or kind of like in the middle of it. That's just my preference. It's really not a necessity for everybody. If you've got that perfect skin, all you need is our foundation and you're good to go. So don't think that you have to do all these steps. This is just what I like to do. So I am going to be going in with Shinto 1. I will go ahead and forewarn y'all that I am not a Shinto 1 right now. I have not tanned. I have not done my lovely self-tanner for like a couple weeks now. I just keep putting it off. I'm just being lazy about it. I need to do it today. And I don't have any more Shinto 0. So don't be alarmed if it does not match my face completely. Just go with it. But we're just going to go in with a little bit of our foundation. I am using our blender full. And I don't know if I don't think I pointed it out, but in our Bend and Snap, there actually is a place right here for your sponges, which I love. I love that literally you can take all of your makeup brushes and your sponge and just go with it. Like, it's perfect. Obviously, I'm a little obsessed. I feel really weird putting my makeup on with my sunglasses on my head, but you know, Elle Woods had them going on, so gotta channel it, right? So I am not using very much foundation when I put my sponge in there. I just give like 1 or 2 little turns, and I'm not pushing really hard, so I'm really not picking up that much product. With our foundation, it is a waxed base and it's 50% pigment. So what that means is a little goes a long way. Of course, depending on your skin tone, you know, or your skin type, you may not need very much at all, or you may need a little more than the average person, and that's totally fine. You'll know when you've used too much. Trust me, you will know. You just kind of have to work it with what you prefer. I probably prefer a little more foundation than most people, but I don't go overboard where it would look cakey or anything. But that being said, you don't need much of it because it is that 50% pigment. I have to swipe your comments over because I cannot see the bottom half of my face. And yeah, this is definitely not matching my neck, but y'all get it. I am putting it down my neck a little further than what I typically do just because it obviously doesn't match perfectly. So I am kind of going to blend it down a little bit. Okay. So now that we are all blended and ready to go. Okay. I'm going to swipe your comments back so I can see ya. Now we're going to go in and conceal our eyes. This is my favorite part, y'all. Seriously. Anytime that I do a video, this is my favorite part because it is amazing. Amazing. It's magic what our concealers can do for you. So I'm going to do one side first so you can see the difference as I go through this process. So I'm going to take a little bit of Concealer 3, which, like I said, is the color that I use to conceal my dark circles. So it is a peachy toned to it. So what that does is it covers the dark blues or just like the darkness of it. It just kind of color corrects it. And it does an amazing job. So just that little bit, and you can see how much it kind of corrected a little bit. I tend to put a little bit more in the corner because that is where most of my darkness is. And then I just kind of drag it out with my finger. So a little kind of tidbit, if you're wanting to put a decent amount, and I don't mean like a crap ton amount, but blending with your finger is going to keep the consistency and keep the, what's the word? Like the amount there in place. Whereas when you blend with a sponge, you're still kind of picking up that product. And so you're kind of taking away with how much that you're putting on your skin. Now, I definitely blend out with my Concealer 0. But when I put my Concealer 3 on, I like to put it on with my finger to kind of keep that color on. So I don't know if you can see the difference in the two, but it's definitely brighter on this side than this side, of course. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Concealer 0 to show you what it looks like with that. So I'm taking a little bit on my finger and putting it on the back of my hand, and I'm just kind of warming it up. The reason why I like to warm it up with Concealer 0 and not do that with really any of the other concealers is because I use Concealer 0 in more than one spot on my face. I don't just put it right here. I kind of drag it out, and then I'll put it in my highlighting sections of my face. So that's why I kind of like to warm it up so I can make the product go a little bit further. So now I am going to blend this out with my sponge. and you'll be able to see how much brighter my face looks just from this a little bit. As you can see, I did put it in like a V, like a triangle look. I don't like to just put it right here and where like my normal like circle would be. I feel that, I don't know, I just don't like doing it. I've been doing it this way for so long. I just feel like it kind of opens my entire face, not just focuses right there. So just with that little bit of concealer, you can see how much brighter this side is than this side, right? Like just those two products. Those are like my, what I consider like my 1-2 punch products. Like you get the color correcting and then you get the highlighting and boom, like your eyes are immediately open. Everything's looking good. So I'm a little obsessed. But now you can see the difference in those two sides. Amazing, right? If you're loving this, give me some hearts. Let me know that you're loving how good this looks, right? So I'm going to go in and do the same thing I just did on the other side so that we are complete. All right, now I'm going to take some of that Concealer Zero. Just going to blend it on out. And I will say that's another thing that I love about our concealers is they're very blendable. So I'm not going to lie. When I first tried our concealers, I was not a fan. I tell people this all the time. It's one of those products that I really had to fall in love with. I got it in the mail because I had not tried it before I signed up, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited, and I got it, and I put some on that day, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this just looks awful. What am I doing wrong? And I just was not in love with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to sell this if I'm not in love with it? So I literally put it away for like a week. I'm not even kidding, y'all. I put it away for a week and I was like, okay, I need to try this again. Like I need to try it again. I need to see if it's just me. Did I use too much? What am I doing wrong? And so I watched some videos of other girls applying it, and I realized that I was applying it way too heavy, way too heavy. This is just as pigmented. I actually feel like it's more pigmented than our foundation. And so you don't need a ton of it. You have to learn how to work it for your skin, right? So I played around with it, and since I've played around with it and I figured out what I liked, I won't ever go back. I won't ever go back. I know that you're probably thinking, oh, she's just saying that because no, I will never go back. Like, I love my concealers. They work well for me. They blend good. I feel like I am awake and alive, and that's all really what our concealers are meant to do, right? So, just a little tidbit. You just kind of have to like work with it. You'll get there. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try it. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that Concealer Zero kind of in my T-zone, but it's more like my highlighting. Gonna blend down. Okay, and so I never waste any product. I'm just gonna take a little bit more and put it right here and just blend out. So now we are going to go in with our pressed powder, and I'm going to set what I just did. So I'm going to take our pressed powder, and I'm just going to put it all right here. I'm focusing it on the inner corner of my eye. That's where I tend to crease the most. And so I want to make sure that we are getting this set really well. All right, so before we move on with the rest of our face, I am going to do the bottom lash line. So I'm going to throw some pink underneath there, and I'm going to put on some mascara, and then we will finish the rest of our Elle Woods look. I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, so we are going to take this brush right here. This is, I think it's called, I always wonder what this is called. What is this? Like this smudge? I don't know what this brush is called, but I love this brush. This is the brush I use to put my eyeshadow on underneath my eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of this pink. Hey, Brittany. I'm just going to kind of bring it down. All right, so now we're going to go in with Flash Dance. This pink right here. We're going to put a little bit, tiny, tiny bit, and we're just going to kind of brighten up that pink. Okay, just like that. Now we are going to go in with Dial It Black. And let's take, oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. We're going to take this brush right here. We're going to put like a tiny, tiny bit. I mean like tiny bit, okay? And we are going to kind of just like line it a little bit just to bring that black down. Okay. So as you can see, I don't ever use eyeliner on my bottom lash. I don't know. I just like using eyeshadow better. I personally think it looks a little bit softer. I'm going to take a little bit more of that first pink that we were using and just kind of go over top of that again, just to kind of lighten it a little bit, make it a little bit softer. Okay, so now let's throw on some mascara. All right. We are almost done, y'all. Almost done. Okay, so now I am going to take Concealer 2, which I said matches my skin tone. I'm just going to take a tiny bit and just put it on a couple little spots that are a little bit stinkers, just to make sure we're covered. Okay. Now let's set the rest of our face. So I am going to go in with the same small little brush, and I'm going to set the smaller areas on my face. I like to do this first. Make sure I get them all really good and set. You like my eyes? Thank you. I'm loving this color today. That's what I'm talking about. It's magic when you don't plan on what you're doing. It's so magic. I should just start doing more videos where I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to set everything. Okay. Now let's go in with a little bit of bronzer. So, let's see. What brush? I guess I'll use this one. Okay. So my bronzer is getting so low, y'all. Look at this. I don't even know if I can show you without making a mess. It all broke on me. I don't know if you can see. There was really like a small amount left, and it broke. And so I started just like smashing it with my finger to make it more of like a loose powder. So needless to say, this is going to be the next thing on my list. But I will say, I've had this bronzer since October when I joined Lime Life. And it lasted me this long, which I think is pretty good, considering the fact that I use it pretty much every day. So I don't really feel like I have any reason to complain. Anyway. So I focus most of my bronzer right here in like the hollows of my cheek when I first apply it. And then I just kind of bring it up a little bit and kind of out. When I say that I'm using my bronzer for like contour, I'm not trying to be like a specific contour. Like obviously I want to keep most of it right here color-wise. But then I kind of bring it out to just kind of make it blend a little bit better and look a little more natural. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it. And as you can see, I'm just kind of pressing into the skin. I'm not dragging. I don't typically drag my bronzer because I don't want it to mess up all the work we just did with our foundation. So I just kind of blend it by like just patting it into the skin. I'm going to take these off for a minute. It'll be easier. All right. Weren't gone for too long. Okay. So we're going to take along our jawline, trying to give me that nice California glow like Elle Woods. She was in California, wasn't she? I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. I'm pretty sure. Just another little squirrel moment, right? Hey, Randy. I love when it just doesn't focus. Ugh! Seriously, focus! There we go. Good night. I would think that was... I love how you're like, I would think that's where she is. You're like, why are you... Like, I feel like your response was like, why are you being a blonde when you're not a blonde? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. I should probably be a blonde just for the fact that I act kind of ditzy sometimes. Just sometimes. Okay. Now that I feel like we've bronzed up her face. I love how my glasses, like the way they're at, it's like giving me this like nice little like poofiness that I don't normally have. Well, I'm not positive. Okay, so now we are going to go in with, you guessed it, this pink shade right here. This is called Blushing. It is a gorgeous pink shimmer. Super pretty. So, that is the shade we're going to go with. Because this would not be a complete Elle Woods look if we did not put more pink on our face. So, I don't know if there's such a thing as too much pink. I don't know. What do you think? Is there such a thing as too much pink? There probably is such a thing as too much blush, and I feel like I just put like a crap ton of blush on. But it's okay, we'll blend it out. I feel like every time I go to put our blush on, I have to be really careful because first off, our blush is really, really pigmented. So you have to be careful how much you use. But then I'm always like, oh, that's too much blush. And then like, after I'm done with my makeup, I'm like, that's not enough blush. No, you can never have too much makeup. I know you do. All right. Is that too much blush or are we good? I don't know. I think that's good. Okay, so now we're going to throw on a little bit of highlighter. So I'm going to use Sweet Dreams. Like I said, I've been loving using this as my highlighter shade. So I'm going to take a little bit on our brush. Now that pink that we just used, Blushing, it does have quite a bit of sparkle and shine to it. So we don't really need like a lot of highlighter. I take a little bit on my nose. Well, you know a secret, it's a new one. Okay. So, like I said, I love using that as our highlighter shade. I think it's super cute. It's just enough shine and sparkle. Nothing too crazy. So anyway, I'm loving this look, y'all. I'm so loving this look. I wish I had somewhere to go. I have nowhere to go. Okay. So I think all that's left is our lips. So I'm going to get the excess color off. Okay, so the the lip color, I'm such a nerd, it's hot in here, y'all. The lip color I'm using today is one of our new shades. I'm so excited. So, which, you know, I don't know if I've actually talked about that on my regular page either. Y'all, if you're not in my VIP group, you're missing out because I talk about all this stuff in my VIP group. So if you're not in my VIP group, you need to get in it. Just leave me a comment on this video and I will add you if you'd like to be added. Let me know. But we released 5 new lip colors, which only 4 of them are technically available right now. The 5th will be available, I believe, this next week. At least that's what they were shooting for. So anyway, but they released 5 new lip colors, and I have 4 of them in, and I'm so excited. I will be doing a video, hopefully tomorrow, showing you all of the shades. Excuse me, but there are 5 new sheer lipsticks. So they are our Take a Hint lipstick color. We've got sheer lipsticks and we've got more pigmented lipsticks. So we released 5 new sheer. And what I love about our sheer is that, you know, if you're just wanting something with just like a tad bit of color, then it's perfect. You can just put like one little swipe on and you're good to go. But it's buildable. So if you're wanting that color to be just a tad bit darker, you can definitely build with it, which I love as well. So anyway, I'm going to be using our new shade, which is Southern Charm. This is the one I have been raving about. It is like, in person, it kind of looks like a hot pink. But I don't feel like on it's going to look as hot pink. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I was kind of playing with it yesterday, but anyway. So, real quickly, I do want to show you, and I'll talk more about this probably in the video with the other colors as well, but we have new packaging for our lipsticks. So, this is compared to our old. So, this is our old lipstick, and you can see that they're about the same height, just this one's a little bit taller. But it's like bigger as well. So the top of it is bigger. It's got the cute Lime Life logo, whereas this one doesn't. So you can see it's definitely bigger. This old packaging only had the L right here, whereas this has the L on the top, and then it also says Lime Life on the bottom. It's super cute. I love it. And also another thing that's awesome about it is it's magnetic. So it's a magnetic top. So if you can kind of see, it's magnetic. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I don't know why that makes me happy, but it makes my little heart happy. I love that it's magnetic. It's super duper cute. So yeah. Anyway, but like I said, I'm going to be showing you one of the new colors right now. This is Southern Charm. I love it so much. So let's go ahead and get started here. Hopefully this looks good. Y'all, I love it so much. All right, what are you thinking of Southern Charm? So this is our new, one of our new shades. Is that not like the perfect summer pink, right? And it also looks perfect with our Elle Woods look. So I do want to kind of show you on my hand what I'm talking about with the buildable coverage. So I'm going to do 1 swipe, and then I'm going to do 2 swipes, and then 3. So I don't know if you can see. So like this is 1 swipe, this is 2 swipes, and this is 3 swipes. So that kind of shows you with our sheer lipsticks how you can build it. So if you just want a tad bit of color, as you can see, it would have been a lighter pink if it just would have been one swipe around. But I did do a couple swipes, and so it's going to be this darker pink. Cute, right? Oh, I love it. So another thing about our lipsticks that I love to talk about is that they are very hydrating. So as you can see, I definitely have a shine. It's not like some lipsticks that have like that matte finish. It's not going to be like that. You do have a little bit of shine. Obviously, if I wanted more shine, I could easily put on a gloss. I think this is enough shine for me today, so I'm not going to put on a gloss. But it's very hydrating. It literally feels like chapstick on. It's very smooth. It's not going to dry out my lips. They won't last as long as our Enduring Lip Colors, which are our liquid lipsticks. They won't last as long as those, but it's still a long-wearing lipstick, which I do like. So that is that. Like I said, I'll probably try to go live tomorrow to show you the rest of the shades and swatch them for you so you guys can see, because I totally love those colors too, and I'm excited for you guys to see them. But anyway, so this is our Elle Woods look. Let's finish with some Oil Strike setting spray. All right, y'all. So what do you think of our look? All I want to do is like bend and snap. Which I feel like such a nerd for doing it, but I love it so much. Anyway, what do you think, y'all? Let me know in the comments if you like this look. I'm loving it. I feel like I could totally rock this on an everyday look too, by the way, but yeah, maybe that's just me. Anyway, so if you love this video, please give me a heart. Please share this with your friends and family. And when you share, let me know you shared in the comments so I can thank you so, so much. And yeah, one last time, I will show you our bend and snap, which is the reason I did this video, our makeup brushes. So like I said, you just pull this out, it flips it up, the top up, and then you can cover your brushes so that way they all stay nice and neat. And then like a snap bracelet, you snap it and just roll it on up. Just like that. This is our bend and snap, and it's amazing, and it is available now. So if you would like it, just let me know and I can give you all the details. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope you have a great Sunday evening and a great, great week. Don't let work bring you down too much, all right? So I'll talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye.